Well, hello everybody. We are back here in No Man's Sky, and I am excited to take a fresh new look at No Man's Sky. We are taking a look since the Prisms update, and I'm just gonna start a new game and see what things we notice that are different. I will try to point things out that you may not know if you are a new player to No Man's Sky. Starting out in No Man's Sky can be a little difficult, especially in the opening scenes. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with a brand new game. And I'm going to do this in normal mode. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, let's see what kind of planet we end up on. Poison planet, maybe? Toxic? This looks like a toxic planet. Yep, if you look in the bottom left hand corner, you can see it says 1 rad and 60.5 toxicity. So we have some radiation and some toxicity. I see some things that'll earn me a little bit of money right next to the right of this cave. So we might pick some things up here pretty early game. The important thing though is to get your systems repaired so you don't die. Alright, so I see something new already. Instead of coming in with the default suit configuration, we've got some different colors and a little bit different helmet. That's cool. Alright, so it's saying we need to do a scan. We're going to perform the scan, in my case, by pressing the left stick. I do play with the controller. That's my preferred method. So I'm going to dismiss that with B. Yep, scanner's damaged. We need to find ferrite dust. Ferrite dust is available in rocks. So we are going to look for rocks. There's tons of rocks. Let's see. And it looks like we need 75 in total. Oh, that's cobalt. I want regular rocks. Nope, cobalts. Nope, can't hit that one. There should be some more. Let's go down in here. Okay, and this is a trick. If it's not really a trick, it's just an aspect to the game. If you're having toxicity issues or weather issues, either hot or cold, or radiation issues, I think it works with radiation, you can go into caves and hide in here. Let's see, I don't think... Nope, that's going to get us oxygen. Let's see, any other stones in here? But we have improved. We have recharged our... Oh, no. Can't hit that one. That's what the X means. So if you see this, it means it's not something you can mine right now. You have to upgrade your mining laser. Let's see. Cobalts. Yep, that's more of that. Wander over this way a little bit. Oh, this is something we can hit. 65. Nope, can't hit that one. None of those. This is fair game. Alright, so just like it says in the little tutorial here, it says we're going to repair the scanner. So we are going to do that in my case by hitting the minus button on my controller. I'm going to click the scanner. I'm going to click on the damaged component, and it tells you it's going to take ferrite dust to fix it. Alrighty. So now we need to go ahead and do that scan, which is left stick again. Now we are looking for sodium, which is right over there. Okay. Uh, 100. Any of these closer? 93. 37. Alright. So these are sodium plants. You can get sodium in various different ways, but that's the most common. Okay, and I'm going to press down on my D-pad. That's going to allow me to access my recharge menu here. And I want to recharge my hazard protection. I'm going to throw that sodium in. So now it's like, yay, you survived! Whee! Alright, so automated distress signal. So it's saying we need to reach the marked signal. Exosuit detected automated signal broadcast. Now, that being said, we are going to want to pick up some more sodium. Is that a couple of them? Or is it just one? It's just one. Sometimes you find a patch of them, which is nice. Okay. Some more over this way. Alright, great. Okay, now I did see something over here I'm interested in. Let's see. Looks like there's a couple of sodium plants over there. We have some damaged machinery. You can also potentially find some useful items in these crates. We got dihydrogen. That'll come in handy. Rusted metal is basically, you can refine that into ferrite dust, but on most planets there's quite a bit of ferrite dust around, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. We've got some more dihydrogen. These require an Atlas pass, which we don't have yet. Okay. Our ship is over that way. Here's some more ferrite dust. We're going to need more. We need some carbon. Carbon is used to recharge your mining laser. So if you're going to pick up some items like I am early game, make sure you get some carbon too so you can recharge that. Oh, overheated. You want to watch that heat status in the upper right. Make sure you don't inadvertently overheat your mining laser. Ideally, you want your mining laser to be on the warmer side. It is supposed to do better when it's warmer. It's supposed to be more efficient. Alright, so I saw something of interest and I've kind of wandered away from it. I'm going to go over here to this damaged machinery. You do want to be careful, you can take fall damage. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hold on to my residual goop. That can be useful. What did we get? Nanites? Okay. Not as exciting as I would have liked. Sometimes you'll get some some good boosts out of those damaged machines. Alright, let's start heading back towards our ship. Okay, it's over that way. I'm still trying to find those items I saw. I am not able to figure out where they are. That is one thing one good piece of advice I would give is when you find something cool or you see something that you want, it's usually a good idea to go get it. Alright, discard the rusted metal again. Okay, a lot of times these yellow ones, yeah, have nothing in them, so don't be surprised. The red ones usually have some sort of sodium product in them, although you do frequently get ammunition too. What is that over there? That might be what I was looking for. I'm gonna take a side trip here real quick. Nope, that's oxygen. We need oxygen. It's kind of essential too. So you harvest these just like you do the nitrogen plants. So your three main resources are the sodium, the oxygen, and the dihydrogen early game. And then of course ferrite dust. This is a rather large oxygen field. Oxygen is used to recharge your health. All right. Oh, one more. Two more. Okay. Our toxic is getting a little low, so I'm going to go ahead and recharge that. Looks like I need to recharge my mining beam, just like I said. If you're gathering resources early on, make sure you have a carbon resource nearby. Okay. Well, that wasn't quite what I was looking for, but that's okay. I'll take it. Right. Some more dihydrogen. I'm gonna go hit this piece of damaged machinery over here. Gotta wait for my stamina to recharge. That's a little running man indicator in the lower left. And a lot of times you just get nanites out of these, but occasionally you get something really cool. Nanites. Okay, I will take it. Alright, let's take a quick look. So that's what I have for my multi-tool, just a mining beam and a scanner. Getting close to our starship, and that's what we have for storage right now on our person. Sorry, it's not your, well, life support. Health is not quite the right term, because if you get attacked or you get hurt, that's a different meter. Alright, let's head for our ship. Keeping our eyes open for anything else of interest. I like the fact that your suit color and configuration changes. They played with that a little bit with the expeditions. So that's kind of cool. Alright, let's interact with this beacon. Okay, boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied, cause sentinel intervention, deliberate transfer. Analysis, fresh iteration generated, anomaly containment prepared. Alright, so we're going to broadcast. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. Alright. So now it says reach the marked signal, which we did. Okay. Yeah. So investigate the crashed ship was part 2. Just wasn't. Sometimes that watch the lower right corner, but it isn't always great about giving you the prompts at the exact right time. Okay, so it says it's online, Atlas connection intermittent, launch thrusters offline, pulse engine offline. I find myself alone in on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of a before. But this ship, at last, seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. So we're going to go ahead and read the log. Unavailable. Okay. Exosuit. Connected. Suggestion. Pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Alright. So basically, it's going to show us what part of the ship is broken. And then what you see below, the hermetic seal and the metal plating, that are the parts that we need to repair the ship. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and, in my case, press X to exit. Alright. So repair the pulse engine. We need metal plating. Okay, so it very briefly said collect ferrite dust, but we collected enough before that it skipped ahead, and now it's saying, okay, now you need to craft metal plating. And this part was a little bit confusing to me in the beginning. So basically, I'm going to hit that minus key, that minus button, and then each one of these spots is a crafting location. You can also craft in your exosuit for stuff for the starship. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we're going to hit metal plating. We've got the ferrite dust, so it's going to make it. And then it's prompting us, okay, go to the pulse engine. And we put our metal plating in. Perfect. Alright. So now it should... Yep. Partially complete. So it's saying to consult the starship again. Okay. Starship critically damaged. Vital ingredient missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Request assistance. Iteration comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from a distress beacon cache. Alright, so it's going to say repair pulse engine by acquiring the hermetic seal. So, something really important I want to bring up. Let's go ahead and hop out of the ship. So you notice over here, it's wanting us to interact with that beacon again. Now, there's kind of 2 points at the beginning of the game where you can, if you're not paying attention, if you don't know, because the tutorial isn't necessarily clear about it, and the reality is they're trying to make sure you understand that these procedures are important. They're things that you're going to have to keep doing, like your toxic protection. You're going to have to keep recharging that over time. Once we interact with this, it's going to set off a storm. Now that storm is going to cause that toxic protection to like drop really fast in comparison to how it normally drops. So before I set that off, I'm going to go gather some resources. Namely, I want to try to get some more sodium if I can, because I may not make it to... Let's check out this cave real quick. Sometimes there are some toxic plants in here we can get some sodium off of. Let's just take a look. By the way, be extra careful when you go into caves. You can get lost. Later we will get a tool that will let us dig out of and into caves. And then it's not really a big deal if you kind of get lost while you're wandering around. But early game, you don't have access to that. So just be careful. Otherwise, you might need to spend a couple hours, or in my case, I think I once spent like 3 or maybe it was even 5 hours trying to wander my way out of a cave because I got too distracted. Right, I'm not seeing a lot of sodium nearby. That's kind of interesting. How much do we have? Let's consult our inventory. Yeah, we only have 31. That storm gets pretty nasty. If we can find a cave on the way, we can certainly hide in a cave and wait out the storm. But I want to pick up some more. Let's go ahead and discard the rusted metal again. Dihydrogen, that's definitely going to come in handy later. Sodium. We only got like 6 though. Okay, so 6 out of each of those. There are some crates nearby our ship. Let's go investigate those real quick. And let's interact with our damaged machinery. We could get a upgrade that would help keep us from being affected by the toxicity so much. Facium is basically poop. And at this point in the game, I don't really have any use for it. So I am getting rid of that. Okay, nanites. And it was a little too much to hope for. You don't get those upgrades out of those damaged machinery very often. The drop rate's pretty low. I forget what the exact percentage is. But it's not very high. Of course, everyone that you interact with potentially increases the odds that you will find one. And the other thing that could happen is we could get a upgrade, but it might be for a toxin or an environmental difficulty that we don't actually have to deal with on this planet. So in other words, it could be like, I think we already went that way, yep. In other words, it could be like cold or heat or radiation. There is some sodium plus, but we cannot harvest that. See, regain the, you don't have the right laser for that one. Did see sodium over this way. If I can get over these rocks. Oh, here's another case. Go ahead and drop the rusted metal. Yep, dihydrogen. Well, that's going to help out a lot later. We're going to need that dihydrogen jelly for another part of our ship repair. Nope, didn't find anything. Okay. Alright, looks like we found a couple plants. So let's go ahead and get these. The trick, of course, is as you're out harvesting this stuff, you are using up your toxic protection. So if you can't find stuff that's very close, let's see, here's some more oxygen. I will take that since I'm in the neighborhood. Okay, oh, we missed one up here. Couple of them actually. Okay, what are we sitting at now? 124? That might be enough. We're gonna try to run pretty fast too. Wow, thick, 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 thick. Oh. Sounds like there's a storm coming. They may have changed how this works. That's the whole reason I wanted to do a fresh start, is to see if they're doing anything differently now. Okay, so we're going to interact with this, and then it is going to tell us where we need to go, and we're going to need to hurry to get there. Appear inside the beacon's housing as well as its distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. And take the chart. Okay. So we need to... Okay, so let's get that charged up. Let's get our life support charged up. Let's get our toxic protection charged up. Alright, so we go into our inventory. We're going to set this off. Okay, so it's over there to the upper right. And it is a ways away. Well, at least we're pointing in the right direction. Looks like there's some sodium over here. Let's go ahead and get that on our way. And you notice you don't have to like stay there. What I'm doing right now is called a shoulder boost. So I'm pressing the... Well, first of all, you want to be sprinting. So I gotta wait for my stamina to recharge. When I hit that, then I'm gonna hit my upper shoulder button and immediately hit my jetpack boost button. Looks like we got some more sodium on the way, so that's good. Yep, here comes the toxic rainstorm. I'm also kind of keeping an eye out for caves. Oh, it's like walking in molasses. Why are we walking so slow? Come on. Well, we're close. Ooh, we're gonna have to come back for those. Oh, there is a stinging plant nearby. Come on. See how my toxic protection is going down really fast? It's also getting a lot harder to see. I think we're gonna be fine. Come on, run, run. Alright, so once I get in here... Nice. So I see they've changed the graphics inside these little habitat things. You want to check these out, see if there's anything of use in here. Usually there is. This one doesn't seem to have anything. Everything seems decorative, although a lot of these things seem like you should be able to interact with them. You can sit in the chairs. But that's not super useful. Okay, looks like we have some items over there. Whoops. Get up the steps. Alright. So right here, we're going to interact with the Hollow Archive. Accessing Archive. 6 of 7 logs corrupted. That's not helpful. Alright. No one. Making this recording in case. Leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Visor damaged. Can't find ship. Alright, so we're going to recover supplies. Log finishes and the machine wears to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. Alright, cool. So we have that part for repairing our ship. Let's see. I don't really see anything else in here. It's pretty barren. It's kind of a bummer. Alright. Storm is clearing, so that's helpful. If it got bad, we could always just go back inside. Okay, so I saw some data modules over this way. Where did I see those? See, you're in a hurry, you're running. Let's see, yeah? think this is the direction we came. Don't see it at the moment. Is it just on the other side of the hill? Wow. I am bad. Okay, so those red cubes, they have nav data in them. And a lot of times they'll have, at least one of them will have drop pod coordinates, which are useful for expanding your storage. No, I'm tempted to say it was this condensed carbon, but I don't think so. Huh. Maybe it despawned? I don't think so. But maybe. Maybe I came from more over this way? Oh, I see it. I see it. Here it is. Okay, so if you see these, you want to collect them. Gotta get close enough that it knows exactly what I want. Hey, drop pod coordinate data. Nice. So that'll allow us to recharge our stuff. There's too much stuff in that direction, I think. There we go. More navigation data and more navigation data. Okay. Alright. Yep, and there's the stinging plant. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Okay. So looking in the bottom right, it says we need to use our analysis visor. So we're going to try to use it. Left trigger, and it's going to say you need carbon nanotubes. So just like all the other items, we're going to need to craft those. So it says gather the components. So we're going to go into our inventory. And we could build it in here too, I think. No, I don't think we can. We need to build that here. Although it was probably, yeah, it's saying go ahead and install the visor. Okay, and now we need the carbon nanotubes. So we're going to go to our exosuit. We're going to go here. Carbon nanotubes. I think we just need one. Yep. Alright. Cool. Alright, so now it's saying analyze objects for rewards, and we also need to locate our starship. So we're going to press that left trigger again. Now we can start scanning things. As you can see, for this discovery, I got 1,000 units. That's the money in the game. So let's see, who else needs to be scanned? Okay, 1,600 units. Nice. Okay. And now we can see we've got that indicator in the upper, our compass in the upper center, top center. And that's our starship indicator. Keep running into that. See that bar in the upper left that went down? That's kind of more your health. Let's go ahead and recharge our... Let's see, let's get that off the screen. Let's go ahead and recharge our hazard protection. And let's go ahead and recharge our life support. Okay, let's just kind of look around a little bit. We don't have to worry about a storm anymore. Ooh, what is that? Is that oxygen? I'm interested in those red objects over there. Might be oxygen, might be something else. Let's go take a look. Yep, we know. You're gonna hear it complain a lot about toxic protection. Oh, these guys. Okay, so be very careful if you run into these. If you get too close, they will poke you. And you can't shoot them. Let's see, have I scanned you? Yes, I have scanned you. Okay, so that wasn't anything we want at this point in the game. What about you? Yep, you're green. So green means scanned. There are aggressive animals. Let's go ahead and get some more sodium. Most of them will actually run away from you, though. Oh, there's one up there. Okay. Pardon me. Okay. Ship is over this way still. See some more sodium. Go ahead and pick that up too. You want to be careful when you do that shoulder boost about when you do it. So like if I was doing that and I fell in that hole, I could very likely die. As I said, there is fall damage. Come on. Ammonia. We need a terrain manipulator. That is our digging tool, which we don't have yet. Yep, we're getting close to our ship. You also don't want a jetpack boost off of a big hill. That will take fall damage too. Alright. Let's go back in our ship. Alright, so it's telling us we need to go into our inventory and do a repair. We're going to finish repairing the pulse engine. We've got our hermetic seal. Nice. So now it's saying we need to repair the launch thruster. We're going to need pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly. So we picked up the dihydrogen jelly in one of those loot boxes, one of those crates. The pure ferrite is going to tell us how to make that. So I'm going to get out. And we want to repair launch thrusters with dihydrogen jelly. So it says we need to pull out our refiner. What are we missing? We are missing... Yeah, get out. A little bit of weird drifting going on. I don't know if that's my controller or it's something in the update. Don't remember having a problem with that before, so... Okay. So if we want to refine stuff, we need to use our portable refiner. I access that by pressing up on the D-pad. But in order to use the portable refiner, you need to have the materials to construct it. So the one thing we're missing, we've got plenty of oxygen, is metal plating. We know how to make that. So we're going to go ahead and make a metal plating. Oh, we're low on ferrite dust again. How on earth? Oh no. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Most of that is advanced materials. Okay. We're getting the plant, but there's a rock behind it. And we do have the dihydrogen jelly, so technically we don't need to do this, but you're going to be using the refiner in the future. So we want to go ahead and get this built. Get some more ferrite dust. Okay. All useful stuff. Now, we can analyze these rocks and plants, and you'll notice there's actually a second component. So this gives me ferrite dust and ammonia. Let's find a plant. So here's a plant. If we analyze the plant, we're going to get carbon and facium. Don't really have much use for the ammonia right now. And you do have to be careful because inventory management is definitely a thing in this game. So like every one of these other little components that we pick up is taking up room in our inventory. So let's take a look at our inventory real quick. See, we've only got, what is that, 7 slots left. Picked up a bunch of ammonia. The good thing is you don't have to keep stuff. So if you notice, I can hold down the right stick and I can discard items if I get too many. Okay, so I think we have enough to build our portable refiner. Oh, we gotta make the metal plating first. Okay. Alright. So if we interact with this, you have to fuel your portable refiner. You fuel it with carbon. And then into here, we're going to put the dihydrogen. And it's going to give us 2 dihydrogen jellies. We only need 1 to repair the ship, though. So while that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the ship again. Gonna click on the launch thruster. We're going to go ahead and put our dihydrogen jelly in. Okay, so now it's saying we need pure ferrite. Let's come over here, check our progress. Okay, we're going to need some more ferrite dust, because that's how you get pure ferrite. We've got 234. There's another unidentified mineral. Ah, these are straight up ferrite dust. This is exactly what I wanted. Because I don't want to fill up my inventory with that extra stuff this early in the game. Nope, that's one of the ammonia ones. Yep, can't harvest that one. So this is kind of the key thing when you're refining stuff, is to go and gather other resources. As you play the game more and more, you're going to get a feeling for what resources you need. In early game, you spend a lot of time gathering these baser resources. It becomes less of a thing as you go further into the game. Let's see. I'm guessing that's going to come with facium, and I don't want that right now. So I'm just going to get carbon. Okay, let's check our... Nope, it's still red. See how it's red? Now there's 2 conditions here. Oh, just turned green. Sometimes it turns red because it's out of fuel. Alright, so let's put our jelly in our exosuit. Let's transfer our dihydrogen back into our exosuit. And, oop, bounced out a little too quick. Now we want to put our ferrite dust, as it says in the lower right corner. If you get lost, keep an eye out for that. I don't want to do all of it. So as it says at the bottom, I can do a quick split. So I can do about half of it. The more base materials, well, I don't know if that's a good statement. Different materials have different processing times. A lot of the baser materials is relatively quick. Okay, so we're going to take this and put it back in our exosuit. And then it's telling us And actually, we don't even have to go in the ship. If we get close enough, we can interact with it. Okay, now we're going to put that in. Thruster repaired. Starship systems online. Okay, I am going to pick up my portable refiner. Don't forget to do that. I've had to rebuild portable refiners multiple times, and I mean, it's not a big deal because the resources are readily available, but it's kind of annoying if you keep having to rebuild it. So just kind of try to train yourself to begin with that you want to get that refiner picked up. All right, so all systems are functional, as it says in the lower right. Seek answers among the stars. Use right trigger to take off. So I'm going to do that. We're going to head into space, but I'm also, as I lift off, I'm going to slow myself down a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of look around a little bit, because I know I saw some goodies around here as we were coming in. So don't be afraid to look around a little bit. See if there's anything interesting right next to where you were. We're not going to spend a lot of time doing this. Oh, and you can run into things. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything super exciting. There were some materials available that we could use to make some money, but they're not essential right now, and they're not high earning materials. So we're going to go ahead and head into space. I'm doing that by pressing the B button. That's my boost. Alright. Discovered by... Oh. So somebody else discovered this before me. I was kind of hoping for an undiscovered system. Okay, so these are asteroids. If you shoot them, you can gather resources from them. Usually silver and gold. Just like your mining laser, your lasers in your starship have a heat limit. So if you use them too much, they're going to get overheated. And I'm trying to get a particular material to show up that I want to point out to you. So silver and gold, as we talked about, those are pretty common. Overheat, overheat. Almost hit that rock. Tritium. That's what I'm looking for. So tritium works. That's what you refuel your pulse engine with. So we have a couple of different functions in space. Oh, and these kind of spiky objects are platinum. Pick up a little bit of platinum, a little bit of gold. We'll be able to sell this later. Okay. A little more platinum over here. All right. Okay, so back to the tutorial. Oh, we did get a hypercluster. Let's check that out. It's one of these crystals. So if we analyze it, it's going to break down into a bunch of more material. Typically, the tritium hyperclusters turn into more tritium. So you can see we've got 275 right now. Now we have 343. All right, so let's test boost with B. Okay, and now it's saying to hold my left bumper and right bumper down for my pulse engine. So this is my super fast, but not ultra fast. There's an even faster speed. Incoming message, okay. What do we got here? Incoming transmission, source. Please identify yourself. I'm. So we identify ourselves. You are not alone. Follow the Broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. So we're going to go ahead and put the coordinate data in.
Navigational data received.
Alright. And so now it's saying line our ship up with the marker. And you don't have to get like dead center on top of it. You can be near it. And then we're going to use those left and right bumper buttons to pulse. And you'll notice when I do that, it's going to lock in on it, see? Now, early game, your pulse engine isn't that fast. You notice we've got over 30 seconds worth of time that we're going to spend flying through space trying to reach our destination. You'll also notice that this is interesting. So previously in the other version, you would come into a system and like none of the planets would be known and you would have to scan them. So evidently, since somebody's been here before, the information on the planet, the fungal mold, copper, ammonia, sodium, those resources are listed. That's kind of interesting. Okay, once you get close enough to a planet, that pulse drive stops working. You can go ahead and hit your boost. I'm gonna press my bumper button because that's gonna let me rotate. Oh, that is an interesting place for that to be. Okay, let's overshot it a little bit. Let's get turned around. I'll slow down a little bit too. That is weird how it's up, like on the edge of a cliff. Approximate location. Interesting. It looks like they may have changed things a little bit. Okay, speed up just a little. So is it on the peak of the mountain or the side? I don't know. Okay, slow down. Over this way. Okay, it says location reached, but it doesn't want to let me land. Oh, it's like on the side of the cliff. Yeah, landing not clear. Okay, I'm trying to hit the X button, which is for landing. It's not letting me. This is a really weird, steep slope. Let's try coming back up a little bit. And the landing system has gotten a little buggy. It used to be a lot easier to land. Come on. Come on. There we go. Finally found a spot it liked. And we are at a very strange, awkward angle. Looks like we have sentinels. See if we can find him. There he is over there. Hopefully this is not an aggressive sentinel location. Okay, where'd our marker go? Should be not seeing it on the compass. There's our sentinel. Okay, find the signal source. Yeah, this is new. They're having us do things that they had us do in the expeditions. So we're gonna activate our visor. It's in target sweep mode. So we're gonna go over. Keep sweeping until up. So it's saying we need to go more that way. Try not to fall. Okay. Distance 135, so it's probably up over that hill. Okay. We're right here, so I'm going to go ahead and check these. Sodium nitrate, I will take that. Some more sodium. Go ahead and get that off of there. Things are procedurally generated, so sometimes they end up in the way. Okay, very. We could. Ah, okay. I know what that is. Okay, let's use. Signal source located. Is it over here? Ah, there we go. Okay. So let's head this way. Yeah, they have changed the beginning. Alright, let's interact. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Alright, decipher. Decoding 16, 16, 16. No fuel in. Failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground. Deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. Alright, so let's get our plans. There's the base computer. We're going to need chromatic metal for that. And our terrain manipulator. Looks like we just need 2 carbon nanotubes. Alright. So let's get our multi-tool going first off. So we need 2 of these. Okay. So switch over to our multi-tool. Install technology, terrain manipulator. We've got our jelly and we've got our nanotubes. And we are good to go on that. Nice. Very nice. Cool. Alright. So let's go over here. This is a save beacon. It'll also give us some nav data. Alrighty. Okay. So I think this is where we're going to end it for this time. And we will pick back up with gathering copper and go from there. So if you enjoyed the video, I hope that you will hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And until next time, take it easy.